Hello again, everyone. My name is Franco Massaro. I am a finance and accounting advisor at Nakisa, and I hope everyone is doing well. So today is part 2 of our real estate series. So just to recap part 1, we discussed the challenges that real estate departments are facing with the emergence of technology, effectively bringing the emergence of technology aligned with your business strategy. Today, we will focus more on the benefits of PropTech in an agile real estate management solution and how it can benefit you over and above just a static solution that effectively just depicts data. So before we get into that, I'd just like to quote a report from KPMG. And they stated that over 50% of real estate incumbents find their biggest pain points are building management, performance, and rent tracking, in addition to data management. Now, this is very interesting because it segues well into what I want to talk about, which is with respect to having an agile real estate management solution embedded into your entire business strategy, basically making it business driven. Now, the reason I bring this up is because historically, real estate has actually been maybe considered in many industries a subsegment of operational strategy. With that being said, every company needed real estate, and effectively, you still needed a real estate management processes and solution to manage your real estate. However, with pandemic coming and a lot of different and technology advancements, we've seen that actually embedding real estate into your corporate strategy is very, very beneficial and effectively essential. And it's enablement, it's based on the fact that with technology and PropTech, you can do that. We've seen it a lot with companies having a corporate strategy of, reducing their square footage, changing location, based on external imposed regulations. But I'll give you another example, budgeting. So budgeting has historically been more network driven. So every different department has their own budgets, approval, workflows, and whatnot they need to go through. There's also different departments that actually have to touch a budget before it actually gets approved. So it can, in our case, start with procurement, segue into financial planning, and ultimately with accounting. However, having an agile real estate module with that data that's actually hosted centrally, you can effectively just align your business strategy. And what I mean by that is actually assessing and granting specific roles per different accesses. So for instance, your VP or manager that needs to approve a specific budget can actually have the same data access that the users that are inputting that data. But in addition to that, actually making it a lot more seamless, they only have access to the proposal that they're actually getting from the user. That, first of all, actually makes the proposal or the budgeting proposal to get to them a lot quicker. But in addition to that, it enables them to be able to analyze the same data set that users have, in addition to massage that data. So for instance, if a user wants to, definitely needs to input their rent expenses, variance analysis, and whatnot, when you slice and dice that, you can actually tell through a variance analysis where you're over and under budget. And with that being said, your managers, VPs, and really upper management can actually go into that and give you a better proposal or a better counteract to the proposal, as opposed to just being rejected or accepted. This is why it's accepted, this is why it's rejected. In addition to that, it can actually be brought in cross-functionally. So effectively, like I mentioned, financial planning, even treasury, accounting, you really need to touch this. Well, you can access or you can set specific roles to them so they can actually view and get reminders of whenever a budget is actually set into place, depending on what the level threshold is to approve that budget. That again greatly intensifies and really synergizes your business-driven focus. In addition to what it does is that it integrates ownership. And with that being said, it's not just owned by one specific person, it realigns your business focus, really creating that reaction time a lot quicker, or like bridging that gap and getting into market with your budgeting proposal a lot sooner, which is really what we mean by business strategy and business. Scalability in an agile real estate solution, in my opinion, is not only important, but essential. And the reason is, like how we've just seen, there's a lot of market pressures that can affect your real estate. And as such, by doing so, you really need to have the scalability capabilities to react in mass to these events. Mass reductions, changing of location, whatnot. These things are actually happening live and are happening on a current basis. Therefore, having the agility aspects built into your solution, in addition to your built-in features as in a dynamic dashboard, dynamic reporting, where you can actually have event simulators, and whatnot. Classification of leases, head lease versus sublease versus internal lease. And keep that all into perspective with your actual real estate data, like the property manager data or the building data, in addition to your taxes, assessment, whatnot, will really make you a lot more agile to react with these scalability features. And by the enablement to actually have that hosted in an agile real estate solution will tend to lend you from being less reactive and more proactive to whenever these market changes actually take place. And that's what we mean by scalability, being able to do this on a mass level, reacting or being proactive in market trends, and even injecting some sort of BI or analytics tool with it. And that's what really distinguishes you from the rest of the market. So that's all I wanted to say. I really spoke high level. In the next series, I'd like to talk a little bit more in depth about how, specific features and divergences between leased assets and owned assets. In addition, I'd really love to get into a conversation with you on how the Agile Real Estate Solution has been implemented in your corporation, or how it actually can help when it is implemented in your corporation to align your business strategy. But until then, have a great day, and I look forward to speaking to you soon for the third series.